Deadites, welcome to Getting Off. I am your host, the patron saint of podcasts, Warden Matt Ritter, and I am here with my co-hosts this evening for this very special edition of Getting Off. She is host of the She Leads Showcase, Inside the Mind of, and, Getting Off, because until those other shows drop, I'm not going to mention them. They're not a thing anymore. How dare I? Ms. Katie Kinsey Bebe.
Hi.
And he is 1/3, because, you know, they still claim Malik's a thing, of Young Kings Wrestling, King Reek, House of Havoc, first of his name, or as we know him here, Dr. Reek Baker, BBC.
Yeah. What's up?
I was all ready to go in my Evil Dead shirt yesterday, but Reek had to wait a little longer than Katie and I to rush to go see the movie, so we delayed it a day. So now I'm in my Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt instead. Reek's got his Camp Crystal Lake shirt on in support of Katie's belief that the show is going to happen.
See, I love it. I didn't have to say it. We was right in sync because I was getting ready to go there, but see, he got it. He got it right away.
I hate you both.
And
so much.
Katie, with her blue hair and black tank top, is
I was just about to say, is your hair blue? Like,
it's blue.
Listen, she's full Democrat today, and we support that. So, love that about you, Katie. Love that.
All right.
But that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, is Evil Dead Burn. It came out this weekend. We all went to go see it. Reek said he had questions. Katie said she might have answers. I'm pretty sure I have answers, except for the last question that he asked. I don't have answers for that, so that's something we'll get into. Maybe
nobody knew that was coming.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, how did we like it?
Loved it.
I was ill prepared. Like, I feel like I get the tone for all these and how it's gonna go. I have not done that much flinching and cringing for any of these movies. Like, that was ill prepared for it, but yeah.
Maybe Rise was a little lighter, but I mean, you had the needle in the eye in 2013, and the box cutter down the tongue, and there was a lot into the fucking turkey carver to the arm and the nail gun shots. Like, there was a lot in 2013 that I feel like was equally
grater to the calf.
Yeah, the cheese grater to the calf. Yeah. So Katie remembers it all because it all makes her queasy.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it though. You could see the difference in direction and cinematography. That much was clear.
Mm-hmm.
That is something interesting. So we've had a different director for every film, and actually, I want to look this up.
It's a different director for the next one too.
No, that's not what I want to look up.
Okay, I was just stating a fact.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, I said I want to look this up. So, Warner Bernard, Sam Raimi, Sebastian, and then we have.
And I saw that, has Bruce Campbell been executive producing all of these movies?
Yes, he has.
Huh.
There's also a picture of him in the movie.
Right away, I'm like, yeah, that looks like him, but I wasn't 100%.
It was him.
All right. So outside of Sam Raimi getting a writer's credit because it's based on the motion picture Evil Dead by Sam Raimi, it looks like the writers for all of the films have been different as well. And the reason I wanted to look that up is because while there is clearly a different direction in, from a director's standpoint and a cinematography standpoint, what this movie did that I absolutely loved was it brought 2013 and Evil Dead Rise together in continuity with Evil Dead Burn.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who are unaware, the beginning of the movie, we see the return of Jessica, who was the girl from the beginning of Evil Dead Rise who rose up out of the lake, killed her boyfriend, scalped her cousin, and then we saw her get possessed at the end of Evil Dead Rise to be like, oh yeah, this is how the beginning of the movie happened.
Different actress though.
Different actress. They did recast her.
Yeah.
She causes a car crash after some insidious things, loses her head, kind of rips it off herself, and then as the severed head rolls away, and she is looking at one of our characters, she recites the words from the Book of the Dead from Evil Dead 2013, which we know are different than the words from the book in Evil Dead Rise, because those were played on a recording. We know that Evil Dead Rise established that there are 3 Necronomicons. There was, unless I missed it, no actual Necronomicon in this film.
There was not, no.
Because we are using the book from 2013 as the catalyst for summoning the demon, the abomination, whatever, from the 2013 back with Jessica reciting those words. We also introduced the Kandarian dagger, which you both should remember from the first 3 Evil Dead movies.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
two Evil Dead movies.
I remember.
So how do we feel about Jessica coming back? The Kandarian dagger using... Listen, when she started saying the words, she said Kanda, Montosa, and I started getting excited. Kate's like, you need to calm the fuck down. I'm like, because I knew where it was going. I knew what she was saying, and I knew what that meant. And that meant continuity. That meant lore. That meant everything Matt fucking wanted from this movie. I was sold by the time the fucking opening credits rolled. I was like, I don't care what happens in this movie. I am happy. But what about you guys?
Those were from the first book, though, right?
From 2013.
The ones that she said, okay.
Yes.
Because and then I know, like, what's in the French girl? She started reading them towards the end and was like, yeah, no, I'm not finishing that. But that's all from the first. Okay.
So Jessica had said the words, and that then caused the fire, which then possessed the brother, who then burnt the dad, and then so on and so forth as the curse carried on. Because you were asking about that, but before you get there, Reek, Katie, your thoughts.
I feel like I remember seeing something saying it was going to connect both of them. So I did know that beforehand. I just didn't know how. So I was definitely okay with how they did it. Not a fan of, her taking her own head off with a shard of glass. No, thank you. This one made me nauseous. This movie fucked me up. I was not okay. Some gross shit in this one.
There was a lot of like knee-jerk reaction. That's why I said like
fully once.
I've had them watching these, but not nearly as much, because it was just some of it, like a lot of stuff you saw in the trailer, but some of it just the speed in which it just comes, like at the end with the little spikes in that little like thing he tried to melt her in. I was like, oh yeah.
Zoe must be rubbing off on me, because it did not like tweak me out at all. Now, mind you, we got a babysitter. We got back from vacation on Friday. I had scheduled the movie for Saturday. My sister was coming over, and the theater that we went to was about 23 minutes from our house, I believe is what GPS told us.
Okay.
So I told my sister it was at 11:40. I'm like, I gotta leave at like 11:20 at the latest. All right. So at 11 o'clock, because she lives half an hour away, I call her and I'm like, hey, are you on your way? And she goes, oh yeah, I'm just taking the top off my car and I'll be leaving in a little bit. I'm like, Amanda, the movie starts at 11:40. And she goes, yeah. And I was like, and you're half an hour away, so you're not going to get here till 11:30. And I told you I needed to leave by 11:20. She goes, oh, so you'll miss the previews. And I'm like,
sometimes
I need you to
the
hurry the fuck up. I need you to hurry the fuck up. So I let Kate drive, because Kate is a far more reckless driver than I am, especially when we need to get somewhere fast. Kate got us there in almost 20 minutes on the dot. I literally scanned the tickets, left her at the concessions, went to the seat, walked in as it said Ghost House Pictures, and the movie started. With them in the boat doing the fishing and the fishing hook and all of that. Jessica ripping a man in half. All the fun shit.
Crazy.
And I wasn't like I was also trying to order food since I had to run to my seat and I didn't get to order anything. And the theater that we go to, you can order from your seat and have it delivered to your seat. So I was trying to do that, and I'm watching and I'm like, did I miss the opening credit? Because the opening credit sequence was so fucking long. I thought
it took a long time. Yeah.
Because we do the fishing thing, and then we do Jessica coming out, and then we see Jessica walk across the road and get hit by a car, and then we go back in time to a club scene where we get introduced to Will and his Will and Joseph, Alice, and Thea.
I couldn't tell how they were pronouncing her name.
Yeah,
it's like Thya, but I don't know if they were saying like Thea or Thea. I don't know.
I like Thea. We'll go with Thea. So Thea, Joseph, Alice, and Will. And they're like celebrating Joseph's birthday, and Willow got him this expensive pen to be like, hey, finish your book, but it was kind of came off like an asshole thing, and Alice got him a separate thing, and then Will got mad because with all of the Evil Dead movies, we have a theme. In Evil Dead 2013, the theme is, we have a theme of trauma, I should say. There is drug use trauma with Mia in the first movie. The second movie is all about motherhood and the traumas of motherhood and being pregnant and dealing with that, women's body autonomy, all these things. This was abuse. This was familial, emotional, and spousal physical abuse. It was all about abuse, and Will was an abusive asshole to Alice, which we find out more as the movie goes on, but we start seeing inklings of it, him punching the window as they're arguing outside, saying, I never had to do this with any of my girlfriends. You bring this out in me, blah, 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 blah. And then getting in the car drunk and speeding off. And then we come back to Will hits Jessica with the car. And now Will's fucked and possessed and lit on fire and burned.
And that's karma.
Rolls into a funeral. Which, that was the shittiest funeral.
That was awful. That was depressing as all fuck. Like, nowhere else.
That's what, right. That's like, of all the places that looked, I don't know, what, like some deserted area that you go to have a, I guess, half-ass funeral, but like this construction going on, like y'all couldn't have found any other time frame to do this and still tried to power through in the midst of all this noise in the background. Like, what do we do?
My thing was because again, so Joseph is very non-confrontational, and he gets a lot of abuse because he is non-confrontational. He gets insulted by his father constantly, and Will pushing him to do shit and all of this stuff because and then he bought himself a gun, but he couldn't use the gun. We'll get there. To make himself feel tough. Didn't work. So all of that is going on. I would have gotten up after she said, oh, they promised to stop, blah, blah, blah. As that was going on, I'd be like, no, hold on. And I would have gone out there and I would have made them stop because it is a funeral for my dead fucking brother. The dad of all people, you'd think, would have been the first person to march his ass across there and stop those construction workers from doing what the fuck they were doing. But,
would think.
We get through the funeral. Edgar, the dad, wants to say goodbye to his son. By the way, the grandma was Kate's favorite character in this entire movie, and might have been mine too.
Yeah, I can see it.
Grandma was fantastic. Grandma has dementia. Grandma doesn't remember who anyone is. Grandma also might be a little racist.
A little.
Yeah, I don't think that's a question. But some solid comic relief, for sure.
Solid comic relief. Edgar goes to say final goodbyes. They're literally about to burn the coffin. Dude's got his headphones on. He's jamming, having a good time. Yes.
This wasn't my first question, but it's about to lead into my first question. Why are we cremating someone who literally was burned to death? Was it not enough already? Like, what more? How much more fire do we need? That shouldn't have even been in a coffin in the first place.
Okay, hold on,
The
hold
theme
on,
of
hold
the
on, hold
movie.
on. Because the fire in the car burnt his body to a crisp, but his body was still whole. It did not turn him to ashes that they could then put in an urn and bring back home. It's not like once. Listen, you ever burnt a hot dog on a grill before?
Of
Charred that
course.
motherfucker. Yeah, okay. You ever touched it and it just faded to ash? No. It's
No.
still intact on the inside. It's just charred on the outside. That was Will. Will was charred on the outside, but still all fleshy and squishy on the inside. And they had to get rid of all that to make him ashes, to put him in an urn to take him home. They couldn't just be like, oh, he's dead now. Touch him and he turns to ash. And no, that's not how that works. So that's why you cremated him.
He should have just finished the job and put the urn air at the funeral and call it a day. Like I didn't see the.
I will say it does feel a little disrespectful to cremate someone who died from burning alive.
That's what I'm saying.
I will give you that.
Oh,
I think it's a
I was
cheaper
very
option,
confused.
It
Because
definitely.
he's wheeled him in there. I'm like, he's not about to burn this coffin of this burned dead victim. Oh,
Well, he was, but he didn't get the chance to.
He tried, and that was honestly, I was a little worried because we saw her decapitate herself. So like we saw the evisceration, like the dude that got ripped in half at the hook. So like we had a lot of good understanding of like what we could expect from this movie. But after we hear Edgar hear, or we see Edgar hearing knocking, and it's coming from the coffin, and then he decides, oh my god, even though my son was burnt alive, he must still be alive in there. I'm going to get him out. And he punches a hole in the top of the coffin because it was sealed, and then he gets grabbed and burned. Will comes out of the coffin apparently and rips this poor mortician's assistant to shreds, and all we see is blood splashing and Edgar looking terrified. And I was like, oh, that would have been a cool kill to see. And I'm assuming that may have gotten cut for rating,
Probably.
yeah.
possibly.
Even though, I mean,
Stuff later gets a little fucked,
I was about to
but
say,
they
like,
probably can only have like
squished
one
into
of
jelly.
those. They probably needed to like save all of that for that specific kill. So they're like, yeah, no, we don't need to show him dying. Blood splatter's good enough. Hear him scream. It's fine.
We also have a lot of issues in the family with them and their feelings towards Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
like very passive aggressive for the entire 20-ish minutes, give or take.
Joseph invited her and said, "Oh, my mom wanted you here," and clearly, mom did not want her there.
No, she didn't. Oh, but the first question was the burn what got possessed Edgar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I'm like, that's a little different because we didn't actually because she the head Jessica's head said the words and whatever and possesses the body, but it was like, okay, but nothing else happened after that and no one else said it, so it was kind of just like, okay, so he grabs him, he burns him, but I'm thinking like, okay, then you see the eye, I'm like, wait, that's what caused it? Like, he didn't like throw up on him or nothing like that, or didn't die.
Again, he was burned, so I don't know that there's much fluid left in his body to spew out onto someone to ingest. So, I would assume grabbing and charring the skin, making that kind of connection, breaking the skin barrier with a burn, was enough to pass it along. And then from then on, it was all fluid. The way the grandma got possessed,
Gross. Fucking foul.
by Thea, was
gross. Fucking foul.
Right.
I was gonna say kind of hot, but yeah.
Don't You fucking
no, sir.
No.
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 Mm-mm.
Listen,
Big no for me,
Katie,
dog.
unless you're fortunate, one day you're gonna have dentures.
No, I'm not. Well, no, mine
Possibly.
are pretty good right now. For now.
Right now, you're not even 30 yet.
Nope. 10 days.
Couple weeks. 10 days.
10
So
days.
less than 2 weeks. But yeah, no, one day you might have dentures, and maybe one day you're gonna want someone to suck on your dentures and then stick them back in your mouth. You won't know. I hear old people are super horny.
I'm gonna throw up.
Mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, that was fucked.
That was
really
gross.
fucked.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Zoe.
Uh-oh.
You cannot join, but you can come say hi. No, but there is whatever you were eating on your lip. Oh, that's 3 Oreos? Yeah, there are 3 Oreos.
3 Oreos, of course.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Zoe.
Katie. Hi, Reese.
What's up?
They said hi. What's up?
Nothing.
We're
She's so
talking,
cute.
so I love you. You got to go. Take your pop. That one right there. Yes, it is. Okay.
She said, that's not mine.
So we go from the funeral to the house. We find out that they didn't want Alice there. Then we have the most awkward family dinner imaginable.
It's rough.
Joseph tries to sit in Will's seat. Dad has a shit fit. Dad has been sweating and not feeling well. I thought what was cool was you knew who was possessed and who wasn't by the eyes.
Yep.
And it was
Yep.
one eye at first.
It was a slow burn.
But
Also, it's like it was a lot of body language too. It's like you can see in their face almost like if they were just gradually getting there. Like the eyes would come like after some things happened, which like
He was
was
also
kinda
like
like you can see
coughing
in
up a
their face.
lung and
yeah.
tried to slit his wrist in the basement. And all before the dinner. This is all
The
before
amount of tension and anxiety with him and some sort of sharp object at that table was like,
well,
yeah.
everyone was mad at Joseph because they left Joseph Grandpa's house and Joseph let Grandpa's house go to shit. He didn't mow the lawn. He didn't take care of it. He was supposed to throw all Grandpa's stuff out and didn't. Thank God, because
Thank God.
Mm.
there was that dagger. Yeah, well. So we get to the dinner. It's awkward. They ask Alice, who is French, about taking over the restaurant. And she's like, well, that was really Will's thing. And they're like, no. Like, you're right. She's like, dude, I just do the books. Like, I just handle the finances. I really want nothing to do with this. And they're not happy with that. Those are going to be something that gets you sent upstairs because I am doing a podcast. So either you go play or you go upstairs.
Tell me what these are.
I don't know what they are, Zoe.
She said,
I'm
"Tell me
assuming
what
it's
they
for
are."
my Jaws thing. So go. Yeah, awkward family dinner, tensions rise, dad kills a dog.
Disrespectful, dare I say. Dog didn't need that. Dog
Yeah,
could sense evil.
And that's the thing too, because like he was, obviously they was like at the hip, so you see the dog getting real nervous. There was a real like Michael Myers vibe with this dog because it was like you're too close to the wrong person and you might want to leave, but it's just like I guess like the sympathy coming out like, hey, this is my person and there's something wrong with my person, but you're too close. Like you needed to walk away and you didn't. So
yeah. Fuck that.
Any other thoughts about the dinner or the funeral or anything before we get into the crux of shit?
I thought like this. I think this was one of like the first times, or maybe it was the first time, like you really showed the flashbacks with her and Will, and like the the depth of how bad the abuse was. Because like obviously the original scene and like from the club was a bit of a tell, but
Yeah.
when they're sitting there, she like zones out, and you start hearing her like really go into the issues that they had because she didn't want to take over the restaurant, and this was part of the reason why. But it's like getting into that was like, oh yeah, we're really running this theme now.
Yeah, I did like that they did the camera like that. Anytime she was having a flashback of, the abuse, it would like zone out. It would be kind of blurry, lead to the flashback. That was fun. And a lot of like one takes too, like one shot scenes. Very fun.
I love my one takes. This one, and it's like this one just had me stuck because I'm just looking all around as they just like slamming each other through the walls and from the ceiling. Like, what the fuck?
It was fun. I loved it.
What was I say? That was all Edgar fucking up Joseph
Yes.
and the mom.
Bro.
And you know what?
Edgar's a scary dude.
Well,
You know what? Good for
before
him.
we even got back to the house and Edgar got in. So after the dinner, they're rushing Edgar to the hospital because obviously not okay. Murdered dog, all that shit happened.
Mhm.
And Edgar causes the car to veer off the road. They're both trying to fight Edgar off as he's trying to kill Thea. And this is where Thea gets stabbed with the headrest, and we see the gun, and Joseph can't, the fingers in the door, and Joseph can't pull the trigger.
Pussy.
Meanwhile, as this is going on, Mom and Alice are burying the dog.
Yep.
Who comes back to life as well. And I'm kind of sad we didn't get more of the Evil Dead dog. Deadite dog.
Yeah, I kind of figured there was gonna be a lot more of that. But yeah, no, that kid is a bitch, and that's why I said good for him getting his ass whooped all over the house. Because how you gonna run off on your woman like that and just watch her get a headrest through her skull
because of trauma? Reek, he has been emotionally manipulated and abused his entire life to the point to where he is basically incapable of standing up for himself. Well, your girlfriend is also great, and then
yay,
because I agree.
Go watch it.
Yeah, no, he's abused to the point to where he's basically incapable of acting in a situation. He's been so beaten down by his father, probably also by Will over the years as the younger brother, that he freezes. He can't do anything. We see it multiple times. It's not just here. We see it later. But there is a point where something in him finally fucking snaps and he starts fucking fighting back.
Boy, does he.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
I mean, had that energy for somebody else, but
Yeah, have that energy for killing your girlfriend, but God forbid you shoot her down.
That's crazy. Like,
yeah, Thea was not happy about that shit.
I mean, would you?
Right.
To be fair, she also had him pinned on silverware on top of the fucking dishwasher, stabbing him in the back.
Justice.
So do you lay there and die? Listen, nothing he did was right. He should have fought his father. He should have shot his father. He should have saved his girlfriend. 100%. But when it comes to self-preservation, those instincts are far higher up most people's priority list than, saving someone else. If it comes down to saving yourself or saving someone else, especially someone who's been abused their entire life, you're generally going to fight back when it comes to your own life versus fighting back when it comes to saving someone else. And that's what we saw here. When it was her, he couldn't fight back. But when it was for himself, because she's about to kill him, yeah, no, I can. It's her or me. I got to do something. And he stabbed her in the neck. But that's not. I'm fairly certain the dog came back and scared the fuck out of Alice. Alice runs in the house.
Yes.
And mom's like, what the fuck? And then shortly after, Joseph runs in the house. And mom's like, what the fuck? What is going on? And where's your dad? Blah, blah, blah. And then the knock comes on the door. And there is Thea. And they open the door. And she's got the headrest in her neck. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but Thea did the Mia fucking pigeon toe walk.
Yeah.
When she was possessed.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved that too. In boots. And then it is a nice long sequence of Thea fucking the family up for a good while. Yeah. Well, Edgar and the dog sit outside and make sure nobody escapes. Because also apparently Edgar could not come into the house unless he was invited in, which was something new.
I didn't know they were vampires, so that's fun. That's a new one.
That was new because they did technically invite Thea in. They opened the door and said,
"Well, because she not."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, they're trying to get Grandma up fucking Grandma. So the first time they're trying to get Grandma up the stairs, she accuses Thea of trying to steal her money, and is freaking out. I think slapped Alice and a bunch of other shit. Then when Thea comes back, she says something like, "I knew you'd come back for my money." And she goes upstairs, and then as Joseph and Mom and Alice are getting fucked up, Grandma's at the top of the stairs, and she's like, "I've got what you're looking for. It's up here." So Thea's like, "Oh, you got the Kandarian dagger. You must know where it is because this was your husband that took the shit." Because again, the grandfather, Mr. Price, Grandpa Price, is part of a secret society who was studying the books, found the Kandarian dagger, did all of this stuff, and then Mr. Price died.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Professor Bixler from Lee Cronin's The Mummy is also part of this secret society.
I couldn't tell you. I didn't watch the movie.
Didn't one of them urns have the name Bixler on it?
Well, yeah. It's Ellie Bixler. So you're learning something here. So Lee Cronin named a character in his movie The Mummy with the same last name as Ellie and Beth from Evil Dead Rise, which he also directed, implying that there may be a tie-in between the two, between The Mummy and Evil Dead. And to be honest, The Mummy is a slow burn, but it's okay for you but not for me.
Yeah.
Once the movie kicks off, it's very much feels like an Evil Dead movie.
I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
Again, I just haven't seen it, and I don't really think I want to.
So she goes upstairs. Grandma's like, "My money's under the mattress. Go ahead and take it," because again, Grandma thinks she's just there to rob her. And that is when Thea reaches in Grandma's mouth and pulls out the dentures, and then slobbers on them because she's like, "Oh, you're broken. I know how to fix that. A little saliva transfer, and you'll be good to go. You'll be one of us, and your brain will work, and we'll get all the information that we want out of you." And then sticks the dentures back in Grandma's mouth, which I also thought Grandma was going to have a bigger problem with because of racism. But surprisingly, Grandma did the same thing.
I think she was frozen.
Yeah, she was stuck to that chair.
The thing was, though, when she sticks them back in there, and then you see her reach down, I'm like, where are we going now? Because for like a split second, I'm like, I didn't come here for this. This is starting to get dark now.
Well, grandma
But I guess
was
she
missing
was-
a leg, and
Yeah.
her missing leg was also missing. And he was like, "Where'd your leg go, old lady?" And then, boom, here comes Alice out of left field, right across her face,
Home run.
smacks Thea with the missing leg, knocks her down the stairs,
And
and then again, because he finally learned how to fight back, Joseph has peeled himself off of the silverware, ripped the door off of the dishwasher, and uses it to completely destroy his girlfriend's head.
Which also shows the anger issues that run in that family.
Yes.
towards
With the
women.
Towards women. Shocker. All of the men being somewhat abusive to their significant others. Shocking.
And the
I
mom
know.
knowing that it's a thing and ignoring it and pretending like it's not.
And she's a part of the problem.
Which
Honestly,
Alice
fuck that
throws in her
mom.
face
She's dumb
later.
as fuck. I hated her.
Alice definitely threw that in her face later when
Yeah.
she was talking about Will and showed her the burn mark. And she's like, "It was an accident." She goes, "It was not an accident.
An
You know it wasn't an
accident?
accident."
Like, you know damn well, bitch. She was not an accident.
Mom goes upstairs to tend to Grandma, gets Grandma in bed. Grandma turns Evil Dead, convinces Mom that the whole family can be together as Deadites. All she has to do is let them in. Edgar's at the window. He looks all nice and normal for half a second.
Gross.
Sweet talks his wife into opening the door. We get a sick makeout session,
Gross.
Ugh, Too long.
Gross.
entirely
which
too
is
long.
also,
I agree.
I'm pretty sure, how she got possessed.
Yeah.
Well, because here's my thing. Like, there was so much blood. Even when Joseph was smashing in Thea's head, like, blood was flying in his face. And I'm like, if any of that gets in your mouth, are you then possessed? Or does it have to be an intentional transfer? Because even Alice was getting blood all over her from murdering shit. And it was all around her face and her mouth and shit. I'm like, what if that, like, gets in your eye or gets in your mouth? Or, like, are you going to turn into a Deadite then?
Why aren't you wearing goggles? Wear a mask.
They cock teased
that
us
I
with the
don't know.
chainsaw a few times. And
They
I'm kinda sad
did.
about that.
Yeah, it was upsetting. Because
Almost.
if we're not going to use it.
Well, use something close.
So now
to it.
grandma's possessed. Edgar's in the house, and old Edgar, starts beating his family.
Probably not the first time. Definitely
Probably
not.
not the first time.
Like,
Probably the first time he beat Alice, though. Probably not the first time he wanted to, but probably the first time he actually did.
yeah.
Finally allowed. He's like, thank
Yeah.
God.
But, I mean, he was just beating that boy's ass left, right, and center. Like,
Well, because
That
again, it's
whole scene is what we first got to see of this
Yeah.
movie.
yeah, I
Is
remember.
that shot.
And I thought it was like a bunch of people fucking shit up. Like, I didn't
No,
realize.
so
it
did
was
I.
just
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a lot of shit going on here. No, it was just Edgar. So Edgar does the whole thing where he promises that he won't hurt Joseph. He just wants to know where the thing is. Because they keep saying, like, tell us where it is, but they won't say what it is that they're looking for. They
Yeah.
have to figure it out. There was a point where Joseph took a garbage bag outside with shit that his mom wanted thrown away, and Alice went through it before the dog showed up and scared the fuck out of her. Where she started reading the journal, and in it she read about the Kandarian dagger and all of that, which is how we find out about it. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Edgar goes downstairs, and when Joseph isn't giving up the information, he starts beating Joseph's ass. And then Mom gets all mad, and she's like, "You promised you wouldn't." I'm like, "Yeah, but see, again, abuse, because he sweet talked you, he promised you things, you let him back in the house, and now he's right back to being the abusive father, beating the shit out of your child, and you enabled it, just like you enabled your son, and blah blah blah."
Mhm.
And then it is an Edgar fuckfest. He is throwing people through tables and across walls and all sorts of shit. He knocked Alice unconscious for a second. She wakes up and she's just trying to crawl the fuck away as everything is getting slammed and thrown around and destroyed.
Mhm.
Oh, it was actually really fucking awesome.
Yeah,
When
it was
you-
glorious
Really
one
cool
day.
Black shot. But goddamn.
Honestly, the way they kept flipping the camera all sorts of ways, because like when Thea first comes in the house and she jumps on top of the mom, and that's like an eagle's eye view from up there,
Mhm.
and then even later on, like the bathroom scene where it's like she's choking her, but then like running up the wall, and then the camera's following the whole way. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of
They had
crazy,
fun.
but like,
They had fun with this. I loved it.
yeah, the camera work was wild.
We don't need to run through the whole movie. Even though we've been doing it.
It's literally done the whole time.
Eventually, Alice gets a hold of a saw, ends up trapped in a bathroom with mom, saves mom's life, straps her up, mom turns. Alice kills mom. Alice goes up into the attic, finds the Kandarian dagger. Joseph is now possessed at this point from
Edgar shoving his face in Thea's bloody
yeah.
face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Her smashed face and yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your self-preservation now?
Joseph starts taunting Thea about not having the dagger. She stabs him with about 6 different daggers before she finds the one. And honestly,
Wow.
the first one she grabbed, I thought that was going to be it because I feel like that's the one that most looked like the Kandarian dagger from
Right.
Evil Dead 2 and Ash versus Evil Dead. So I was like, oh, shit, she got it first time. Nope, wasn't it. Then she just grabbed random shit. And then there's this random carved hunk of wood. And that's the one.
There it
and it
is.
just says Kandar carved into the handle.
Well, that's how you know.
There's a lot of
Joseph's gone.
double and triple tapping going on here because Edgar with the gun like,
Himself.
up there over like Jesus, like
That was
Thank
Showing
you,
that he
Souls.
can't die, right?
intimidation
yeah.
factor.
They also keep mentioning that Will is on his way. Will is on his way. Will is coming for Alice. Alice then has to fight off Edgar and Mom and does. It burns the entire house down. And I'm not going to lie to you. As I was watching this, I was like, where the fuck's Grandma? Where's Grandma?
I
I saw them
noticed
show
when you were
everybody.
gone. Yep.
But Grandma burning the house.
noticed.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder where Grandma went.
Mm-hmm.
We find out.
So Alice burns the house down. Everyone in it dead. She gets outside. Will shows up, chases her to a construction site, wants the dagger. More spousal abuse ensues. She finally decides to fight back. Gets a jackhammer. Jackhammers the fuck out of Will.
Mhm.
Throws a fake knife. Well, not a fake knife. It was like a real knife, but not the real knife in, so that
Not
he was
the
looking
knife.
for the dagger. She ends up getting him with the dagger, releasing his soul as well. Alice survives. All is well. Not all is well. She's got holes in her legs and she's fucked up beyond belief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paramedics show up and she asks them for a cigarette and they're like, well, not really. I don't think we can do that. And she's like, just give me a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
All she got to do was a goddamn cigarette.
Mm-hmm.
She earned one after all that.
No, legit. But see now,
And credit scenes. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
was this another Evil Dead 2013 situation? Because like, how was he coming back all of a sudden? Like, or was he just there the whole time? Because like, it was given the vibe of Evil Dead towards the end, where okay, she's killed. What was it five souls or whatever, and then thing comes up out of the ground. But it's like okay, everyone else is dead, and Will shows up all of a sudden out of a burning house.
Will had to walk from the funeral home all the way back. Everyone else, no, Reek, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not bullshitting you.
I know he's being legit. That's why I'm laughing.
He came out of the casket and murdered dude. Everyone else hopped in the car and drove to the house. Will had to walk from the funeral home to the house. So the entire time he was coming, just slow as fuck walking to where they were at.
Wow.
Because he he came out of the casket, so he was already back. They didn't need to kill more souls.
Right. Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Katie?
Damn.
Something I noticed that was not in this movie. No horny trees. No horny elevator cables. None of that shit. And don't even try, because I was looking the entire time because I got fooled by the elevator cables last time. If you can find it for me, I will.
No, there wasn't. But I'm trying to think
No,
if there was
wasn't.
like a substitute for it.
No. Hell yeah. They did that for me. They know I don't like that shit.
Yeah, no, there wasn't. There was the gross makeout session between mom and dad, and there was the whole.
No, I mean, listen.
A lot of spit swapping,
like,
but
a lot of gross shit also occurred. But like, it's fine.
Yes. End credit scene shows Grandma, because we cut off Grandma's other leg, by the way. So now Grandma with no legs.
She cut it. Like.
Well, yeah she Alice tied her leg up to the chair and sent her down the stairs really slowly to get her leg. And then she had to cut her own leg off and escape. So she is now bloody, crawling with no legs down the road. Some poor young girl comes to meet her, and like my thought, it wasn't, but my thought was, oh, maybe this is a little girl from the beginning of Evil Dead 2013, and that's how she gets possessed, and that's where this is going to go.
Oh, but no.
But no, it was not her. What happened to your legs? Oh, your legs will do just fine. Yeah, Grandma kills this girl. And then, because my movie theater's on some bullshit, the mid-credit scene rolls, and the lights come on. And I had been waiting for about an hour to go take a piss. I had been dying to go pee. And I'm like, oh, thank God, lights are up. And when the lights are up, that means the movie's over. There's no more end credit scenes. So I go to the bathroom, and then we leave the theater. And I get in my car, and we're driving home, and I look at my phone, and Katie says something about 2 end credit scenes. And I'm like, son of a fucking bitch. So then I have to go and find someone who recorded the second end credit scene in theaters and posted it so that I could watch what happened. And what we see is a old lady and her granddaughter at a funeral home.
It's the same lady from the funeral scene. It's the like funeral director or whatever and her granddaughter.
And they go into a room where there are a bunch of urns with the ashes from cremating people.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't just burn a body and shove it in an urn. You have to cremate it.
Crazy.
But this was even worse than burning an already burnt person. How are you finding anything left of Ellie to put into an urn?
Well, I don't know. Nobody knows.
That's inexcusable.
Well, yeah, that's true.
She's juice. She's juice. How you put that in an urn?
The little girl sees an urn that says Ellie Bixler, shakes the urn, and then starts hearing voices. Ellie, then undead Ellie, unevil Deadite Ellie,
gorgeous,
shows up in the mirror and is talking to the little girl, and then Deadite Ellie shows up behind her and breaks the little girl's neck and kills her and says, Mama's back. And
Mommy's back.
We don't know how Mommy's back after. Now, I will say the second book did say that they tried literally everything to kill the Deadites as they were going through it, and nothing that they did, like burning them, like all the stuff that was in the first movie that were options, like was not working this time around. So
right.
Maybe that's the excuse.
I'm also curious as to why they did this, because we know Wrath is a prequel to all of this.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. Wrath takes place in like 72 or something.
Oh boy.
Wrath is a prequel to the movies.
So, things that I need from Wrath. What was the name of that secret society? Do you remember the
Circle of Wise Men?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I'm going to need more of the Circle of Wise Men. I'm going to need to find out what happened. I'm going to need to see how the first book got to the cabin in 2013. Because obviously, Dr. Price had it at some point. So how it got there and why it was there. I'm going to need to see the third book.
Yeah. You still need your third
would it have been, or would it have been the first book in this case?
Well, we've seen two books. So this would be the third book that we've seen. So for me, it's the third book.
In continuity wise, but like as far as like chronologically, it might probably be the first.
Possibly. Maybe all three books will be there. There'll be the fucking Harry Potter monster book, the Evil Dead basement book, and then mystery book number 3.
Maybe. Is there anything else you want to see from Wrath?
They also kind of implied like the demons were specifically coming for people. So I'm wondering if there was a reason that they came for Ellie Bixler specifically. And again, if it has something to do with that little thing from Lee Cronin's ship. So that would be interesting.
Maybe.
I kind of want to rewatch The Mummy now and see if I can see anything else in there.
Look for
because it's crazy that there are 3 writers for 3 different movies, and everything kind of
connects.
I mean, really, it's just this movie connecting the other 2, which is why I like this movie so much. This was everything I could have wanted. Like it was everything from an Evil Dead. There was even a Dead by Dawn. They told Alice she'll be dead by dawn. We got that. But it was everything I could have wanted for an Evil Dead movie. And then everything that I did want to happen, like everything that I crave in horror movies to happen that never happens, I got in this movie. So I fucking loved this movie. I really did.
That is a fun time. I will say that.
What are these other questions that you have, Reek? Or is that all of them?
What was the other one? The second one was about Will in the house at the end. I'm trying to think what the other one was.
So we talked about how Will got there. He walked. That's why it took forever. we talked about the transfer of fluids possessing people, which technically did he bleed on Thea or into Thea, or did she just die and come back after he killed her?
She just died.
I mean, after Joseph got out the car and like then turned around and Edgar was like standing out there, we don't know what could have happened in those few seconds while he was still in the car. So it could have been anything.
True.
Or maybe because it was like traumatic as fuck.
The other thing. So she starts reciting the words, and you see the cameras and stuff like that. So, and obviously she said, fuck this, I'm not finishing it. If she finishes it, she gets possessed?
Yes. And they were out in the forest, so we probably would have got a horny tree. So her not finishing the words saved Katie from horny trees.
Thank you, Liz.
Yeah, because I'm like
French final girl.
They already had Will, and then Will's possessing Edgar, and now Edgar's going around, and then you have Thea in the house, stuff like that. So she does this again, like it's just like spreading some more. Like, okay, all right.
I'm also curious as to how it works when a severed head of a Deadite recites the words versus a person, because obviously that person is not getting possessed. So then they found Will and possessed him and immediately killed him. That he came back to move on. So is it because, well, I guess because they said the same words, would it also bring back the abomination depending on how many people that had to die? If enough people died, would the abomination have come back?
And that's again why I was thinking at the end. It's like, okay, so she killed Edgar, she killed the mom, killed Joseph, she killed the dog.
Are we counting a dog?
it turned.
It probably says like human souls, or does it not?
I don't know if it says human souls or not, but I do know Grandpa did not come back after they killed Grandpa in the first one.
Mm.
Grandpa was the name of the dog that they killed in the first
Right,
one.
right, yeah.
I was like, who's Grandpa?
The dog.
I forgot.
Mia killed it with a hammer.
Right.
What?
Or at least that's what her brother thought.
Yeah.
No dead dogs in Evil Dead Rise.
Shout out.
No.
Just a bunch of other gross shit.
I don't know.
So, Mia. Blood.
It's only 4 if we're not counting the dog. If we count Will, it's 5, but I don't think he should count.
Well, he wouldn't have anyway, because he's the one who appears.
Yes, then it's just Edgar, the mom whose name nobody gives a shit to remember, Thea, and Joseph. Because Alice survives. Will's a fucking toasted marshmallow. And Grandma survives.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But would Thea have? I guess Thea counts too. So that if you count the dog, it would be 5 total. But
Yeah, that's what I'm
well,
saying.
I would say Will counts because I think technically Mia counted in the first one. Because if Mia didn't count, then it was only 4
She did.
in the first one.
yeah, because she had to die first, and like he brought her back to life, but it counted as like a death.
So then maybe that's how Will was able to like show up in full form. It's because if he was the first, then all 4 family members die. Then he reappears at the end, crispy, looking real gross.
No, he broke out of the coffin and had to walk.
Well, I know, but like,
there's no way
he should be able to like be there. If he counted as the first one, and they said Mia counts in the whatever, then he would have been the first, and whoever in the house burned last would have been the last one.
Telling me he was walking like Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy down that long ass road that they had to go through to get to their little cabin out in the woods somewhere. Like, no,
that's exactly what I'm telling you.
I will not believe it.
I do love that they kept on theme with Evil Dead Burn. The cigarettes, her getting hot water, we're assuming, thrown on her by Will in the flashback. Cranking the heat, the mom's face on the radiator.
Car fire.
It was great. Yeah, it was good. It was good shit.
And the river, she just turned that into like lava almost in the first scene.
Yeah. Magic.
Like when she dumps the boat over, like, yeah.
Oh, and then she steps on his hand. No.
That would fall off the bone. That was tendonism.
So fucking gross. Terrible.
Obviously, Evil Dead 2013 is still my favorite movie. I don't know if I like this better than Rise or not. I've seen Rise enough. I've only got to see this once. So, depending on where it falls, they are still these 3 above, whether this is sacrilege to older horror fans or not, these 3 above the first 3 Evil Dead films.
Hands.
Of course. Of course.
I was like, who are you talking to here? You're talking to 2 people who hate the first 3.
Because I'm only counting the first 2 of the originals. We ain't going to talk about Army of Darkness ever again.
The first 3. He just didn't like Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
I don't like the first 3. Love Bruce Campbell. Nothing against him. The movies are ass. These 3 movies are incredible.
I'd have to watch this again, but I think I still liked Rise a little bit more.
I might give the edge to this just because of the heavy work it does in bringing those 2 movies together and the lore. So, because that's a big thing for me.
Yeah, I can take that.
All right, guys. Any final thoughts or comments or things we didn't talk about that you guys want to mention from the movie?
Hmm.
Trying to think. I feel like we covered mostly everything.
I can't wait to get this on Blu-ray and just watch all three.
2013. Rat. Burn. Back to back to back.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Go for it.
I don't know. I think we covered everything that I fully remember. So I was the first one to see it.
Yeah,
When you see it Friday?
I wasn't.
No, I saw it Saturday morning.
She was just a little ahead of me.
Yeah, I saw mine started at 11:25 my time.
Yeah, so she was about an
Okay, so
hour and 20 minutes ahead of me.
yeah, that by technicality.
So
I
she
guess.
was finishing the movie as I was like halfway through or almost at the end of mine. So
It was great.
all right. Well, let us know what you guys thought. Did you love Evil Dead Burn? Is it not your thing? Are you a fan of the original trilogy and that's what you wanted? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you guys thought of the movie and the continuity. Anything we missed that you wish we had talked about, let us know. Oh wait, Katie, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter, KatieRasson13, the link tree in my Bad Everything She-Elite Showcase, twitch.tv/She-Elite Showcase, and youtube.com/She-Elite Showcase. Typically Thursdays, and it will be Thursday this week because I have a special guest down here. He's joining me since Savannah's going to be in Mexico. So.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's gone on vacation or whatever.
Exciting.
Come back.
Stop.
Nice.
Doctor, what are your office hours?
Oh Lord, you can find me at Recapper24 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. You can find myself and my partner TC Fontaine, Young Kings Wrestling, YKWrestling.com. Takes you to the links to all the sites, our episodes, our merch, etc. You can find all that there. And of course, if you look to my linktree/Wreak Havoc, you can find all past episodes of the Havoc Hour, which I'm going to work on getting something new tomorrow, which is long overdue.
And you guys can follow me everywhere at Getting Off. TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, all the places for Miss Katie Kinsey Bebe and Dr. Reek Baker BBC. It is time to put the lotion in the basket, bid farewell, and close the casket.
Burn the casket.